Okay, so this is going to be our NBA playoff prediction, at least for the championship in Eastern and Western Conference right now. I would have made an NFL playoff video this week, but we got it right this week. We predicted the Buccaneers being the only upset and the Packers winning, and who were the other two teams? We predicted the Bills and Chiefs winning. So yeah, I didn't really see a need to make a video over it. But we will do our NFL or our NBA playoff prediction. So, based on how the Nets are, we'll do West first because I think most people are going to agree with the West. It's going to be the same thing that most people had last year, except who I thought would win last year, and I think it's going to be Clippers. And this was from one of our earlier videos, this Kawhi card, and this mosaic Paul George. Playing against the Lakers. Purple winter stays and purple my house. LeBron and Kawhi. And Anthony Davis, National Treasures Colossal second year patch auto. I think the Lakers end up winning because I think the West, I feel like that's going to be the best two teams. Then the East, I think the Nets are clearly the top team. Then I think it'll be the Bucks, but right behind the Bucks, I think it's going to be a really close 3-team race for like 3 through 5 between the Heat. I think the Heat would be like 5th out of these teams. Then the Celtics, then the 76ers. But I think it'll be the Nets, and they'll be playing the Bucks because I think Drew Holiday is the X factor for them. Because that New Orleans team that Anthony Davis played on that year, I was very high on them because that was one of my favorite teams when they played. When it was him, when it was Drew Davis, and before Boogie got hurt, I feel like that team had a chance to upset the Warriors because everybody else was going small ball, but they were going with the bully ball, like big ball lineup with Davis and Cousins. So you saw Holiday and Davis played great in that postseason. And if it wasn't for that crazy Warriors team with Durant and Steph and Draymond and Clay, they probably could have had a chance. But if Boogie was healthy, I think they would have had a real chance against that team. But that's besides. I think the best two teams in the East will be the Bucks and Nets, and I think it'll be the Nets that come out and win. So I think it's going to end up being a Nets-Lakers final. And I think this will be I think this could be the best NBA Finals we've seen in a long time because I just feel like that's two very well-matched teams because I feel like the Lakers have the best player and the third best player in this matchup, in LeBron being the best and Davis being the third best, Durant being the second best player in this series, and then Harden being the fourth best and Kyrie being the fifth best. But then the Lakers have better depth with guys like Montrez and Dennis Schroeder. So I think it should be a very good finals matchup. But I'm still going to pick the Lakers because, I mean, that might be a little bit of bias, but I just feel like LeBron in the playoffs is very, very hard to beat. And a guy like James Harden kind of goes down in the playoffs, and we don't really know about the whole Kyrie situation. I hope he's fine and whatever off-the-court issues he had got resolved, but we just don't know with Kyrie. I mean, stuff like this has happened with the Celtics. He forced himself out of Cleveland, so, we don't really know what's going to happen with Kyrie. So, because of those reasons, and with the Lakers having better depth, I will take the Lakers in a finals matchup, probably in 6 or 7 games. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, comment, like, subscribe, and comment who you think the NBA Finals matchup will be and who you think will win.